Hello friends, my name is Katie from Eternal Flame, and today I thought I'd share with you a quick flip through of my mini bullet journal for the second half of 2022. So if you're interested in seeing that, please stick around. Thanks everyone. All right. So before we get right into the spreads themselves, let's talk a little bit about the bullet journal. So before I started with Hobonichi planners, I actually used to, do memory keeping, planning, and things like that in an Archer and Olive bullet journal in the A5 sized. However, because I fell in love with the Archer and Olive products, I actually signed myself up for the quarterly subscription box. So that's where I got this mini bullet journal. It actually came with three, one blackout, one craft brown, and then one white dot. So today it's the white dot in this beautiful navy color. And the fabric cover. I do have one tip I wanted to share with you all because I have to do this often because I love pets and apparently dust as well. If your bullet journal gets a little shabby and dusty or furry, you can always take a lint roller to the cover, which is what I did before this video. All right, so I actually set this up in 2021 with hopes of keeping up with it and actually didn't. So I have a video where I did like a plan, or tried to do and film a plan with me. It was one of the first videos that I tried doing on YouTube. It didn't really do that well, but what I'll try to do is pull clips as they are applicable to this video. So I did reuse some of those spreads, starting off with the first two pages. I actually got this beautiful journaling paper in this like vintage finish from my friend Carly. And I found ways to just write my name in the front here on the right, and on the left to basically set up my key for my bullet journal. Because I had been bullet journaling for a few years before I got onto YouTube and set up this planner or this bullet journal, I already had a system that I knew worked. And you'll notice that a lot of this is very similar to what I do in my Hobonichi planners. So this one is held in by double-sided tape. I believe I used whatever I had, I think from the Dollar Tree. And recently I just added some of this grid washi tape to kind of, change it up a little bit. And over here, I changed the washi tape up here as well. This one I can take out and move to a different bullet journal or move it as needed. It is not a flip out. I actually set up a bullet journal with a flip out page that I haven't shared with you all, which kind of reminds me I should probably do a flip through of that. It might be a little late. Anyways, in Archer and Olive bullet journals, if you've been using them, you probably know exactly what I'm talking about, but the first page is always kind of stuck together, so I tend to just skip it. Over here, I kept the index and grid template from the previous setup. I used my Sarasa pens here in the vintage colors to set up the grid template here and just segment the page as I thought would be useful through the year and in this tiny size. And these stickers here are actually from the Dear Lizzie sticker book that I often use in my Hobonichi planners. So I think this was like the first application of those stickers. And then I had to cover up a few things here, as you can see, with some correction tape and then some washi tape. You'll notice a theme in the first, the setup or the spreads, that I tried to use some of this beautiful washi tape that my friend Carly gifted to me as well, because she also gifted me the paper, that vintage paper, but from this beautiful artist that I believe is based out of Australia. And so she gave me both of these here. And so you'll notice that I tried to tie them in to my spreads. Oops, excuse me. So cute. All right, so that's the index and grid template. I set up the index title here just using some of my paper source stamps, as you can see on the top right there. And other than that, I drew these in myself. So this is a great example of how I tried to repurpose this bullet journal. I actually had to rip out some of the pages, which was fine. It made it kind of loose, but it actually all worked out in the end. So you can kind of see here, if you take a peep, that these are from November of 2021. So what I did was I just used some of my Tombow permanent adhesive, dual-sided adhesive here, and put some along the edge to create a pocket. So I'll probably use this to store some things, some notes and things. And then over here, we move into our future log. Because of the very tiny size of this little bullet journal, which I absolutely love because it'll fit in my purse, and honestly, if you had a pocket big enough, which I usually don't, it would fit in that as well. And I feel like I associate this with what I would think is a size for field notes, which would be great as well. So maybe I should have used this for work, or maybe I still can. But yeah, so Over here, you'll notice that I found a way to finally utilize some of my Soitelier, I think I said that correctly this time, month-long sticky notes or post-it notes here. I guess they're not post-it because they're not post-it brand. I bought these actually for my Hobonichi planners and then never found really a way to use them because they're Sunday start instead of Monday. And if you use Hobonichi planners, you know that they're Monday start. And I actually like Monday start a lot because it gets me really excited for the weekend because I have 5 days of work and then based on my schedule, and then Saturday and Sunday off, so it gets me really, and sometimes Friday so it really gets me hyped for the weekend. So what I did here was just use some more of those stamps and some of my Craft Smart ink in black, and I found I was so happy. So one of you actually have commented in the past when I did an unboxing of these stamps that I guess the stamps aren't deep enough. So when you go to actually, and I'm repeating this because I actually have this problem as well. When I go to stamp directly into this bullet journal, my Hobonichi planner, like anything that's not on my desk surface itself, I have difficulty making contact for the whole letter or for the whole word. So yes, I'm definitely having that issue as well, and it can be very frustrating. So what I did was just use these sticky notes, put it down on my desktop, and then stamp it. And then I used my brand new Pilot Vanishing Point fountain pen in the De Atramentis Archive ink in black to write in the numbers here for each month. You'll notice that some of the months didn't have enough rows, so you can see here for July I had to kind of split that little gridded section into two. So I'm going to bring this closer so you can get a closer look at what it looks like. So I was really only able to fit 2 months per 2-page spread. So that's what you see here. I don't really know how to utilize all of this blank space. So if y'all have any suggestions, please feel free to leave that in the comment section down below. And as you can see here, I just used some of my grid washi tape that I picked up off Amazon and layered it with some more of those beautiful vintage, beautifully crafted mushroom postage stamps here. I guess the washi tape. Right, and then moving forward to September and October of 2022, I actually don't have number stamps, which in hindsight I should have gotten before they closed my paper store down. So I don't know really how to designate 2022. Maybe I'll just write it in. And then finally November and December, and more of this washi tape here as well. And then just 2 more spreads. I set up a spread, 2-page spread for my goals towards the end of the year. So this will help me to set up my goals separate from the first 6 months for the last 6 months here. And then finally, I set up this spread, not really sure how I'm going to use it, but I wanted to find a way to use this beautiful washi tape down below. And actually, if you look at it, it looks like it was perfectly sized for this book because you can see that one, I guess, run of the washi tape fits perfectly across each page. All right, thank you so much for taking the time to watch my video today. And as always, if you enjoyed this video, I would really appreciate it if you all gave this video a thumbs up to let me know. Thank you so much, and until next time, bye everyone.